Alrighty, today is Saturday, August 12th. Time for our Buoy 10 update. Today was a pretty good day. We got all of our kings, but I only had to fill 4 tags today. So it's not like we filled all 6, I only had to fill 4 today. We let less wilds go today, so our ratio was much better than the last few. But that bite that I had been on over at Shipwreck was mediocre at best. And everyone I talked to, so last 2 days, the bite down at Baker Bay, Marker 1, Buoy 20 on the red line, that was pretty good the last 2 days. And today, it fell apart too. So you start racking your brain, start thinking, okay, where did they go? What happened? What are they doing? Because again, these fish will move 10, 12, 15 miles every tide change. Well, these smaller tides are not moving as much. They're starting to stage up, but they can move a lot in a short amount of time. But what was really interesting is that these fish were just not biting over their Shipwreck. We marked plenty of them, but out of the 100+ boats that were there, no one's getting bit. A couple hundred boats at the bridge on the Washington side, fish going through, not biting. So what was it? Was it water temp? Was it salinity? Like how brackish was it? What was the cause for these fish not to bite? And I couldn't tell you. So I just had to keep on moving until I found fish that wanted to chew. Well, I gotta give credit where credit is due. I've fished this kid since he was probably 10. He is an incredible boat driver already, and he gave me a call and said, hey, we've been talking about this forever. I think that this is the move. We came up here and we landed on him. He made a move up above the bridge on the Oregon side, and he called me into a bite. Hunter, thank you, bud. You are a freaking stud. You're only 17 and you're a damn good fisherman already. Nice work, dude. Got up there, he was already fighting fish on their boat. He and his dad, Jared, they were putting on a clinic, having a lot of fun. We dropped in, got one right away, got into a double, landed a few others, got all of our hatchery kings, got out of there. Because right now, as you're gonna find out as I'm coming around the corner, even though it's incoming tide, so the tide is moving, the current's moving the exact same direction as the wind, it is pretty big. I'll show you here. Getting pretty big already. So when this tide changes, it's gonna get much, much bigger, much, much rougher than this. So I'm glad we got off the water when we did, because coming through this is not fun whatsoever. Let's go drop some carcasses real quick and then I'll wrap this up. Here we go. There we are, box full. Out you go. Thanks for playing tug of war, buddy. Later. Nice little handhold. Okay, back to work. Yeah, dirty hands. 1 sec. All right, there we go. Making the turn. Whoa, getting big. So as far as what worked for us today, there we go. Get your sea legs. As far as what worked for us today, it was definitely blade still, and I get asked that a lot. I have not given up on triangle flashers whatsoever. I still 100% run my Green Machine, Red October, and Pawn Shop triangle flashers, the Yakima bait and fish flash. I run those exclusively, those 3 colors, because those 3 colors will work 100% of the time in any condition. But right now, these smaller tides, it's warmer water, and these fish are acting more like they're in the river, so I'm using more spin fish and spinners. So today, what was driving me crazy is that even though we were on a good snap, all day long I couldn't get one rod bit, and I kept changing bumper lengths, spinner colors, everything else. It just would not get bit. And the only difference was that I never put a color on there that had any chartreuse in it. So a Mexican hat, a little bit of chartreuse, Sunrise, which is just basically just white blade with red and a little bit of chartreuse. At least that's what I call it, Sunrise. Those blades got bit. The Bronco did not. Copper, brass, didn't matter. It all was it was all Mexican hat and sunrise. So even the painted blades in this high sun. Whether it made a difference or not, I don't know. But what I will tell you is that everything else matched, leader length, bumper length, all that stuff, depth, it was all right there and never got bit. But it could have just been a fluke. So who knows? So today was a good day. Tomorrow's a new day. These growing tides will push a lot of these fish upriver, which means that they can be tougher fishing down here in the next few days. But I don't know. It seems like there were a lot of fish there. So hopefully these next 2-3 days will be good. And like I mentioned in yesterday's report, we have had years where on growing tides, the Chinook just keep coming. Hopefully this is one of those years. We're going to find out here this next week. All right, I'm going to put the boat on the dock here because now I got to go to work. No, not as a fishing guide, but I got to go help out my buddy's wife, Megan, with their tournament, the Lipstick Salmon Slayers. Tonight is the banquet. If you're there, say hi to me. But time to start running some errands for the girls and helping their banquet be a success. Megan puts on an awesome tournament. If you haven't done it, you should take a look at it. They have 450 women in that tournament today. 450. It's unreal. So she's got a lot of work to do, and now it's my turn to try and jump in and help. With that, later guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.